There we go. So, welcome everybody. Does everyone see my screen recording quite well, or my screen share?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep,
amazing.
yep.
Oh wait, now okay, perfect. Now Saif is here as well. Well, as you guys probably know, this is the eighth annual meeting for the Paradise Group. Let me just fix it here. Yeah, this is the eighth annual meeting for the Paradise Group, and today we'll basically cover some what is the Paradise Group about, the class system, the opportunities, the visualization, signature item, and basically to get to know each other better. So when that section comes, you can please unmute your mic and just discuss. And then also end everything up with basically a little bit of an ending speech. Now my room is super hot, so if I stop sometimes just because it's so warm here, so I may take a sip of water. Uh, let's see here. So what is the Paradise Group? I've had many people ask me like, what is the Paradise Group? And because it's quite a complex thing, and I think most of you absolutely know what we do. But for the people who are quite new here and maybe want a little bit of a refresher for their mind, I can explain it real quick for you. It's basically a community of young entrepreneurs who have come together to create an extraordinary lifestyle in Thailand. And the group's main focus is on entrepreneurship, personal growth, and enjoying the luxuries in life, basically at an affordable cost, which I think is the most important thing what our group stands for. As a member of the Paradise Group, you basically live on tropical islands in Koh Samui, which serves as basically our base. The group organizes various activities and events, including networking gatherings to foster connections and to provide support for each other in their entrepreneurial endeavors. The group plans to create basically a community of small uninhabited island on Koh Samui as well, where we basically go to digital detox ourselves and create our own paradise, basically haven there, just as a side project, which I think is quite cool. I don't think most of you have heard of it because it's a idea in the what's it called idea chat, but that's one of the things we're planning to do as well. And then also in the future to give you guys the opportunity to basically invest in these homes yourself if you want to become a part of that as well, which I think is a quite cool opportunity for you guys if you want to get into the real estate market and get in with people that actually knows how real estate works in another country, which I think is a big opportunity for people who aren't really that experienced on it. It's good to always have someone who you can trust and stuff like that. And the Paradise Group basically experiences and really explores all the opportunities of real estate in Koh Samui, allowing members to invest basically in the properties and also rent if they want to do that, and basically create their own dream home. The group also emphasizes in adventure and exploration, with activities such as surfing, spearfishing, and island hopping. The overall goal of the Paradise Group is to provide a supportive community for young entrepreneurs who seek an extraordinary lifestyle. The group aims to create an environment where individuals can connect and grow, both on personally and specific and professional level, of course. Now that's just a short explanation of what we are, and I've heard most introduction calls with all of you, so I think that's quite up to date. Now the class system. What exactly is the class system, and why would you need that? I think most of you here have some type of understanding of how it will work, because basically, if you were to start this system and you just had one chance of basically offering one real estate, it could be quite hard to make it affordable and basically accessible for everyone. So what we thought of is to purchase three different classes of real estate. So one called budget class, one called high class, and one called paradise class. The difference between these classes are basically the standards of them. Some come with more amenities. They basically get better locations, most of them, and usually the people who live in the different homes are of higher net worth, depending on how much up you go in rent, of course. And it's quite good for you because it's better, like more suited and tailored for your economical needs. Also, it can be maybe more fun for people who are in a higher experience in business to be surrounded with higher experienced business people. And for the people in the starting phase who just want to grind, it can be quite fun to do with young, hungry people as well. And it always gives you the motivation and also the opportunity to upgrade to higher classes, which I think is a big opportunity for all of you guys. And you still get access to all of the network and the richest people in the group, so don't worry too much. Now the budget class, this is the first class I'll be covering for you today. In the budget class, you'll basically find excellent properties at affordable prices, which I think is a very good deal, making it ideal for you for those who's basically starting out in business. Despite the budget-friendly cost, though, it's very high quality, and you get great value for your money, basically. And you can expect a strong sense of community here, because all of them are very hungry and young and driven. And some properties may even have pools for your enjoyment. As a member of this class, you basically will have access to the Paradise Group incredible community, and participates in all inclusive and exclusive events and amenities for this class, which I think is a big opportunity for everyone who's just starting out. Here's basically the checkoff list, which you see in the left corner here. It's great properties at affordable prices, high quality properties with excellent value, access to Paradise Group, amazing community. Some properties may have pools for your enjoyment, some may not. It depends on how much you pay in rent and what you prefer, of course. inclusive access to community events and amenities. The price would range from $250 in rent to $750 a month, which is a very affordable option, and I do believe everyone who set their minds to it can afford this easily, which really gives a one-way ticket for you to absolutely escape your 9 to 5 and really come out with us. And it's a good starting phase, in my opinion, at least. Now the high class, this is what I really enjoy. This is some of the pictures we looked at. I think they're so beautiful. I just get excited looking at these ones. This could absolutely be us in 2 years. It's a very good real estate we're looking at right now. It's Lamai Beach. It's one of the most beautiful locations, and it's currently up for sale. If it's still up for sale in 2025, we'll probably take the deal for this one because this is a steal. So this one, more exactly, the high class is basically an elevated experience with luxury mansions that provide an array of amenities. You can indulge in the finest things in life, including private pools, access to supercars, personalized services from maids and chef, and prime locations on the island. The class really embodies the essence of the Paradise Group and its motto, the first affordable millionaire lifestyle, as you probably heard me say like 1,000 times, because that's such a good slogan of what this class actually is. And members of this class gets also an exclusive access to special events and amenities tailored for specifically them. It's of course. Wait, did you say something?
मैंने बेबी पापी की अच्छी ग्रोथ हो रही है।
What did you say?
क्या बोलते हैं किसकी बात है अपनी बात है
Oh, I
मुझे
think
मेरे
it's
से
Upshot. Could you mute your mic maybe because I think it's background noise in your microphone. Super, thank you. And basically the checklist for this class is basically luxury mansions with top-notch amenities, private pools for your relaxation and leisure, access to supercars for an elevated experience, personalized services from maids for added convenience, dedicated chef to cater your culinary preferences, prime locations on the island for your convenience, exclusivity, exclusive events and also special events, amenities tailored just for the high paradise class and also the high class. They basically quite intertwined, those two classes. And the prices would range from $750 a month to $1,500 a month, depending on, of course, the quality of the mansion and also where you want to live and stuff like that. But that's up to you. The Paradise class. This is really, because you hear in the name, the Paradise class, the Paradise group, is quite close because really represent the epitome of the luxury exclusivity that we really offer. And these profits and also properties offer a comprehensive package that includes private beaches, dedicated chefs, maids, access to supercars, which I think is quite cool. That's one of the concepts we think thought of a lot, and I think I don't really know how you guys feel about it, but I can explain to you real quick here. What do you guys think about basically? It's quite hard to because to purchase, for example, supercars, it's not that convenient. For because you have to do repairage, you have to do depreciation in cost and all of that. It's not really that viable because you need a lot of them to be able to sustain them. So what we thought about is
I
leasing
think
cars monthly.
Gustav, I think you should partner with some local luxury car group who can provide you discounted services to provide to your clients, maybe
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
Thailand.
I think that as well because then we could really expand that operation, and if we could
Yeah.
absolutely grow to more cars in that sense.
Yeah. Once you're profitable enough in that segment, you can maybe actually own your cars. But until then, you can actually partner with your client, with your the car groups, and connect them with your clients. Therefore, you can maybe take a middleman cut and offer some discount at the same time, while providing some quality customers to the car group or the car owner.
Yeah, completely right. And also, it's probably worth telling you guys that if you, for example, have a supercar in your country or you have an exclusive car where you live, I don't recommend you importing them or purchasing a car from outside of Thailand because they have insane import fees. So don't even think about that. If you were to do that, I would recommend that you separate the cars into parts and you send them separately because it's so much more expensive with the tolls and the separate costs that they give you. So that's just a recommendation from my part. And also, if you live on a paradise island like this, it's not like you will have to have a car all the time. It's more for like a just an added bonus. It's always cool to like drive out with your Lamborghini on these beautiful beaches and really enjoying yourself. I think that's really an experience everyone needs to live in their life. And if I could provide that for you, that would be absolutely amazing from my part. And basically, this mansion, for example, this one has a exclusive bar which we could use for the Paradise Group where everyone is welcome. It has a restaurant connected to in the bottom which basically provides food for this one and also other ones, but we get special access to it. We're gonna put up a statue of the Paradise Group logo here, which we're working on right now, which I think is insanely cool. And oh, I got a question here. Let's give me a second. Uh, oh, no, it's fine. If you can't make the entire meeting, I could upload it on YouTube for you, so no worries. Just try to stay as long as you can. It's no worries for you. And also this one, for example, as I mentioned with the bars, everyone is welcome to go for the bars. And the real estate in just this particular one is a very huge residency, basically in this area here. and it's separated up to separate basically real estate like locations here, as you can probably see, and it's multiple of these rounded up here. So you get your own private pool in your own basically real estate. So for the Paradise Group, this is probably the most viable option and the most exclusive one for you. I really recommend it. It's over 3 pools in this entire like commodity. It's such an insane place, and like jacuzzis and all of you can think about private security, gym. It's just a super cool experience. If you are able to purchase this, it's a very pricey price, but if you're able to do this, I think this would be a great meeting place. I don't remember who said that in the chat. I think it was purely Andre, like a meeting place where we can do shared experiences, basically network with each other, a lounge for the Paradise Group. I think this could be one of the options for that. And as it says there, unparalleled luxury experiences with private beaches for ultimate relaxation, dedicated chef to create culinary experiences for yourself, of course, personalized services from maids for exceptional comfort, access to supercars and luxurious transportation items, and it's perfect for basically all the experience you can get for it. I really think it's worth every dollar. Best locations on the island, ensuring prime views and surroundings, exclusive access to wide range of amenities and services, invitations to highly coveted events exclusive for the Paradise class. I think this is probably the biggest opportunity for you. We, for example, because we're going to start this company, we will have quite a high net worth of, for example, the properties and everything worth, and we're going to have a lot of people who seek to invest in us. So we will get a lot of invites for business networking events, social gatherings, and also invitations for investing purposes. And if we were to bring someone with us for those type of like events, we would absolutely bring our Paradise Group members. They're basically the face out for the entire company, and I think that's one of the biggest like perks you can get for that, because you can really pitch your own idea to these investors, and I think that's an amazing opportunity. Upshot, did you want to say something?
I like Gustav, something we should offer is a one-day pass to such events to the ones who are not actually residing in the Paradise Group, but keeping it on the higher end, as in terms of pricing, to sell these passes who are not able to live in these Paradise or any class. They should be allowed to enter these groups, but at a higher price point, I believe.
Yeah, I get what you mean. You have good ideas. Do you mind taking like everything later on our discussion point, maybe?
Yeah, we can decide it on a later call tomorrow, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, sure, sure. If you want to share any ideas
Yeah,
with me, or anyone wants to share any ideas with me, you can feel free to do
yeah,
that. It's no
definitely.
worries.
I'll keep them noted.
Yeah,
Definitely.
amazing. Well, we'll talk more about that later, maybe. I'll keep going with this presentation. It's soon enough talking from my side. We're gonna do a little pause here before we do the in-depth visualization, basically, and then 2 slides from this, we're gonna have a general discussion, which I think is quite important. But I see I've talked for a while now, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them to me right now. Uh, just send me a DM, or if you want to unmute your mic, that's completely fine. Just ask anything you want. Yeah, I got a DM here. He asked if, for example, this Paradise Group meeting we're gonna have now with Tokyo, if it are an additional cost, for example, for people to come for that meeting, for example, in the business networking event. If that's how I understand it. The really purpose of it is not that you have to pay anything. You don't have to pay anything for coming with us. It's completely free for you. So we have everything covered for the expenses just in the business networking event. Of course, the flight ticket is up to you because we can't really suit that for you. Of course, it's independent for everyone. It would be super expensive for us to do that. Isa, do you have a question? Seems, or are you here, Isa? It seems like you unmuted your mic. Oh, I think it's AFK. Well, I'll go over to the in-depth visualization then. This is a quite cool one. And if you close your eyes right now or just try to be fully immersed, really take this serious, because this could absolutely be your life in a couple of years, and I hope that you really take this really like try to see yourself in the situation. It might seem a little bit funny or something like that to you, but this is absolutely how a day in the life could look if you weren't a part of the Paradise Group in the future. So
Did
imagine
anyone
yourself
call me?
what do you say?
Was anyone talking to me?
No, no, no one was talking to you, Ryan. It's completely fine.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for the interruption. It's no worries there. Imagine waking up on the rhythmic sound of the waves crashing on the shore. A gentle reminder that you have now entered a new chapter of your life, basically. As you open your eyes, you have entered a new chapter of everything that you can imagine. A sense of joy basically washes over you, and you are a part of the Paradise Group, where the world's problems are replaced with boundless joy and achievement. You spring out of bed, eager to embrace the day that lies ahead. The exciting aroma of the freshly cooked breakfast prepared by your personal chef fills the air. As you make the way down to the dining area, you catch a glimpse of your fellow Paradise Group member, relaxing just on the sofa. It might be me, I don't know. It depends on who you live with. enjoying the breathtaking view of the magnificent mansions that overlook the crystal clear waters of the Koh Samui Island. Fueling yourself with a delicious meal, you decide to embark on adventure. You hop into one of your sleek supercars that awaits on your command, and you head towards one of the most exclusive and exciting beaches in the entire Thailand. It's actually rated the second best in all of Thailand, which I think is very cool. When you get to the crystal clear water, it's cool and embraces your awakening every sense within you. It's just another day in paradise, you think. Returning home, you decide to channel your energy into a workout at the private gym. With a state of the art of the equipment at your disposal, you push your limit and release any lingering stress. At an invoking session, you join your fellow Paradise Group members in a refreshing pool, where laughter and camaraderie fills the air. Some members might choose to go and surf on the waves. Surfing is a very great skill of grace, and you can truly find yourself in the element of basically the water, which I think is a super cool experience. I really want to try that, and if anyone has done that before, you could please share it with me after the meeting. That would be very cool. And some other people might venture into the art of spearfishing, which I also want to get into. Basically honing their skills and diving deep beneath the surface and just connecting with the vibrant marine life that thrives in these waters. A few members might basically immerse themselves in the discipline of Muay Thai, training their bodies and minds to achieve greatness. I know a lot of you are into like Muay Thai and MMA and different type of martial arts, and I really want to get into that. So if you ever started a Muay Thai club or something like that in Thailand, I could absolutely join you on that as well. Throughout the day, you create memories that will last you forever and basically be attached to your heart. Perhaps you catch a magnificent fish during your spearfishing time, basically a testament of the newfound connection you found with the abundant sea. You save it for later, basically the evening's community event that we're gonna have, where laughter and merriment fills the air as everyone gathers around a sizzling barbecue. The freshly caught fish that you just caught from the ocean, it's not processed food, it's not like McDonald's, you don't get sick from this shit. Delectable food with vibrant colors and shared experiences and basically success. Everyone can share how it's been going with their businesses and everyone can help each other out. There's an amazing sense of basically beautiful, so, like it's so beautiful. Imagine you're sitting out there on these beaches and just enjoying ourselves. Just think about all the business we'll be able to achieve and just enjoying a great meal. I just don't see anything more that you can want in life. It's just such a cool thing to be able to do. In this extraordinary community, you celebrate the life that you've achieved. Surrounded by like-minded individuals, which is a big thing. It's hard to find like-minded individuals. And to have them so close to you and live with you, I think you could really achieve great things within your business, by that sense. Together you basically create your own paradise there, where dreams have become a reality and the world's worries have been replaced with an abundance of joy, connection and fulfillment. This is a life you've achieved. This is a life where you've always dreamed of. Welcome to the Paradise Group, where each day is a shared masterpiece of shared success and the beauty that lies ahead. So that was just a short explanation of what the Paradise Group. Okay, I got an experience here. Let's see here. Someone DM'd me. Okay, great. And I'm gonna take, for example, the general talking, where you guys get to know each other basically. After this slide here, this is just I covered this in the last meeting as well, but a lot of you guys are new, and it might be fun for you guys to get to know what the signature item is, because I think it's gonna be quite cool for you guys, and it really symbolizes some things for us. The signature item, what is it? The signature item is basically a ring that we're going to create during our trip to Tokyo. We're going to get into contact with basically a ringsmith, one of the most finest ones in Tokyo, and we've asked them to create a separate ring and a very special one, tailored to everyone, special finger, and basically creating something that really shares the community for everyone, you know. And each of these rings will be special. You'll have your own initials engraved on the ring. So if your name is Gustav Fring, for example, like my name in the Discord, of course you'll do your real names. It would be GF, and then it would say the Paradise Group on the inside, as you see here. And tungsten is actually one of the like hardest metals in the world. Gold leaves, and then it says cherry blossoms, as you see down here. Now, how would you engrave cherry blossoms? Where would you get cherry blossoms from? When we're in Tokyo, we're gonna go to something called the Meguragawa River, which is a very beautiful place, like you can see in the background here. It's basically a river which goes with a lot of cherry blossoms on it, and I think it could be quite cool to take one of these cherry blossoms you can pick from this river and basically give it to the ringsmith when you're there, because you have to do it like separately, like a tailor. You have to be there when he does it for you, because everyone's ring finger is different sizes, as you probably know. And then you could put the cherry blossom into the ring, so you have something that remembers, like remember the trip you've been on. I think it could be a quite cool experience, and it really shows the symbolism and also basically the community that you have with the Paradise Group. It's such an exclusive item for you, and I think it could be quite cool to just go around the Paradise Group and the Paradise Island of Koh Samui, and whenever you find someone with that ring, you know, yeah, he's a Paradise Group member. You know, it's a sense of basically community. Let's hear. Now, I think this is probably the most important one here. it's time for you guys to also start talking. So for everyone who's still here and maybe have a mic, some people might be too late for it, some people might not have a mic. You can feel free to unmute your mic right now. And okay, Carl is muted. Yeah, so everyone can unmute your mic. It's no point of just listening to me right now. It's time to do some discussions, and I'll basically ask some questions to everyone, and you guys get to know each other better. Because I've had a lot of requests on it, so it's time to do it. Let's see here, Devil. I'll try. Yeah, it's fine, Devil, if it's super late for you, but just try to unmute your mic for this segment. I think would be quite good. Andrew, you here? Oh, you have a roommate? Yeah, well, this is fine. So let's start here with Carl, for example. He's the highest up here. I've already got 2 people who are top here. That's too late for them. Carl,
Yeah.
it's time to do a little bit of an introduction for you, so the Paradise group gets to know you.
Yeah.
Just answer these questions in the chat there and tell them a little bit about yourself, so they know what you do.
There's questions in the chat.
Yeah, don't you see? No, we're not in the chat. I mean in the presentation, man.
Let me see here. What made you join the Paradise Group? Okay, so what made me join the Paradise Group is, well, I was talking with Gustav some time ago, and we were like, we're really looking for this kind of lifestyle where you could live really well, but it's not as expensive. So Gustav and I was thinking, and he found a way to make it happen, and I just immediately got really, really interested. And yeah, he kind of created this community with like-minded people, and I think it's great, really.
That's a
So
good
yeah,
answer.
I got it personally from Gustav.
Carl is one of our original members. He actually was one of the people when I found out about this idea, basically I was like networking with him and everything. Oh, Andrew, yeah, you love the ring? You think it's a good looking ring? Yeah, if you come on the meeting, it's completely free for you. I didn't say that in the meeting, but I'll pay for the entire ring for you. So the cost of it is completely on my side. And I hope you enjoy it when we go there. It's just a symbol of basically appreciation of you showing up to all these meetings, of you actually taking your time to go on this dream that we actually could create, and I'll pay it for you, of course.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
oh,
question
Andrew seems
2.
excited now. Yeah, go for it, Carl.
Okay, I'm Mikey Ban. What profession are you in, and what do you do? So right now, I'm just trying to learn as much as possible about day trading. I really like day trading. think it could be a very, very good way of earning money. Because, like for an example, in Kosamui, you're gonna need something that's digital, online, and day trading is perfectly fit. You don't spend too much time doing it. You can do it anywhere from like whenever you want to, and you can actually earn a decent amount of money doing it. So I've started doing that, practicing. So hopefully I can make that a high income skill and I can do it.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that you can. Now, what do you like to do, Carl? That's a very general question, but it actually tells you a lot about some people.
Like in my spare time, I've recently started reading a lot, reading books, learning as much as I can. I of course trade a few hours a day, and then except for that, I go to the gym every day, as I think most people in this call do. I think a lot of people here train.
I think so as well. It's very
Uh,
important to get that discipline in.
yeah.
Strong
Like
mind, strong
you
body.
can't be a really clear thinker. You can't really think as fast if you're not training and like staying hard.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. H4, you here? H4, your mic seems muted. Are you here, man?
Yeah,
Yeah, do you mind answering some questions here?
yeah, sure.
Just read them out and
Well, what made me join this group? Well,
yeah,
well, I'll be honest. I just find it interesting. I'm not 100% into it. I'm just, but if it does work out, I might try that though.
yeah, you were interested in real estate, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, but as a side thing. But my main thing, I'm into computers.
Oh, cool.
So I'm trying to start my own tech company.
Oh, tech
Also,
company.
real estate on the real estate on the side.
That sounds like a great
Because
plan.
if I do, I believe if I do real estate, I could fund my tech company. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Using that money.
And I really believe that business is the best way to go, because the end goal of business, if you guys listen now, is to be able to acquire real estate. Because it's easy to gain money from a company, but you never know if it's gonna go bankrupt. Real estate would always have value. So I recommend, if you have a successful business, invest it in real estate.
Yeah,
And
true.
then what professions are you in, and what do you like to do? H4.
Um, Things related to technology and research.
Oh, that's cool. Do you
Yep.
do you have anything more to say?
What about you?
What I like to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you guys heard me talk too much. I can take it in the end so it doesn't get too repetitive with my voice, you know. I've talked for a while now. Hugo, you here? Oh, I think Hugo is my cousin. He's a very young guy, so he's just here for the fun of it. Hopefully he's be able to make it as well. Isaac, you out with friends right now, or you be able to make it?
Yo,
Yo, Isaac, you home?
yeah, man.
Yeah, just do a little introduction now, eh?
Right. I've joined the Paradise Group to just find people with similar interests and similar goals, just like-minded people. I think it can really help me a lot, like with my goals and stuff. Currently, I just sell different services online. I just try to learn as much as I can right now, so I haven't really started anything big yet. In my free time, I just work out and then hang with friends.
Yeah, Isaac is actually undermining himself quite well. He has a successful online business where he sells online services. It's actually doing quite well. But he's a really humble guy, it seems like. But yeah, I think that's a good explanation of Isaac. Isa, you wanna go next?
Yeah, sure. So when it comes to introduction, I don't really know what to say, but I'm a professional dreamer.
You're a
That's
professional
my
dreamer?
that's my slogan. So the main reason why I joined this group is to find and communicate with like-minded people, and eventually find something to do. And when it comes to profession, I'm currently working with digital marketing. I'm in the startup phase, so I'm currently learning. And when it comes to free time, whatever. I mean, anything.
Yeah, I talked to you before as well, but you weren't you the guy with very, very high goals?
Yes, I am.
What is your end goal, if I may ask?
End goal. I mean, financial freedom. Probably own 15 cars, a big
15
collection of cars, because that's my main interest, to be honest.
cars?
Owning, yes.
Yeah, I like supercars as well. I think the leasing of cars then could be just trying out a lot of different supercars so you can find your special ones. I think
I
that could
mean,
be really cool for you then.
it will restrict my freedom. So instead, I'd like to own them instead, so I
Yeah,
can do
I
whatever I
get you.
want,
Yeah,
tune them and
yeah.
stuff.
No, I
Like,
think
you
it's
get
cool
me.
for a daily thing in leasing, but it's always a special thing about owning something, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes us humans.
Exactly, we like to own things.
Yep.
Majid, you here? Or it's like 1 a.m. for him. Do you think it's too late for you and you might want to take it another time, or do you feel like you can do it right now?
What?
Answer some questions here. Is it too late? It's like 1 a.m. for you.
I can answer. What are the questions?
It's basically what made you join the Paradise Group, the first one.
I just randomly got you from servers. I get some people is coming on other servers, and I got you.
Yeah, I've talked to you before. You're also into, was it web development?
Web. Yep. Yes, I am.
That's interesting. And what do you like to do? What other things do you do? What's your dream?
Free time.
Mhm.
Well, I like football, but I don't play, and mostly I play games. And right now I'm under depression, so I do nothing, just waste my time.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I hope you're able to change that. I know it's hard right now in Pakistan where inflation is eating up all your money and it's just a hard
Yeah.
economical state, but you have to try your best and really not see it as a excuse, see it more as a bigger way when you actually achieve your goals, you know?
Yeah.
Mom's Pie, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, we talked yesterday or something like that when we came up with some goals for you. What do you
Yeah,
do?
like I'm like starting out, so I haven't really figured out a business, but like I've started like a small kind of grass cutting company in my neighborhood. It's not a company, but it's like my idea. So I'm basically just knocking on doors right now, trying to get people to want me to cut their grass. I make some small money and eventually start a business.
Yeah,
And
Like it might sound like it's just hard labor, but that's actually one of the smartest ways to start. Just knocking on doors. You learn the art of skills and also of selling, which is one of the most important things. And you can make
Yes.
so much money from just creating a client base of that. It's recurring revenue.
Yes. What more was it?
What professions are you in?
That's basically it. But like, I have tried to get into affiliate marketing, but it haven't really worked out. But I try to do that, and I really just try to learn as much as possible right now. And what can I say about what made me join the Paradise Group? Honestly, I was like watching a TikTok, I think,
Yeah.
and then I just joined the group. But I've always like wanted to be around people that are like successful and could help me in that way, because that's like my end goal. I've always wanted to like not be working a 9 to 5, and yeah, that's basically my goal. And I think this group can really help me with that. So that's basically why I joined. And what do I like to do? I like to play basketball. I'm a sport guy. I gym a lot too. I work out like a minimum of 5 days a week. Um, and then what more do I do? I have like I really like to play video games before, but I've kind of stopped doing that now. And I hang out with friends a lot too.
That seems like you have a very busy life then.
Yeah, it can get a little stressy sometimes.
Yeah, but I think in the end you'll actually achieve your goals, and you seem like a driven guy with all your lawn mowing and stuff like that. It's a hard physical labor. It's very good.
Yeah, thanks.
Purely Andre, you here right now? I think you just popped in. I think he has some issues with his mic sometimes, so I don't know if he'll be able to talk. Andre, you here? Or else I'll have to go. Ryan is at work right now. Let's see what he's on PC. Oh, he's on PC. He can't use his mic. No, it's completely fine, Andre. Yeah, sure. You can send your idea, but it's completely fine. You send it to me or in the chat. It's just do it. Let's see here. Oh, I also got a answer from Hugo here. He told me what his answers would be. His mic doesn't really work right now, so I'll have to tell it for him. What Hugo basically does is he's a very young guy who's super driven and wants to get into the art of basically what's it called? Aviation. And aviation is simply put where you do a lot of airplanes. He's very big into airplanes. Maybe want to start a company within aviation. He wants to become an aviator, a flight pilot. And if we ever acquire any private jets for the Paradise Group, we have our own private like flight captain now. So that's quite cool. And then Abby sent something here. Uh, oh, cool. That's a smart idea, Abby. Abby seems to have a plan where she creates an app, and on the app she's currently developing it. And the app is where you basically complete different drawings and different skisses, and then you can maybe talk together in the app to help each other with their drawing skills. I think that could be a quite good way to do it, and it's absolutely a viable option. I hope you will succeed with it. In app development, you can make so much money. You see those people with the online, what's it called, Apple games, they make a lot of cash from that. Let's see what you
That's
got.
very interesting.
Yeah, I hope you succeed.
But yeah, but there's a lot of competition out there, so I hope they there's
Yeah, it's people with such a big marketing campaigns, and yeah, just look at Raid Shadow Legends, man. You get an ad of that everywhere you go.
but it can definitely work though. It's a nice idea.
Ah, that's good to hear from you now, H4. Uh, let's see who it is. Ryan, are you working right now? He's at work currently in the meeting as well. If he's able to talk now, that's impressive. I could guess so. No, he's currently working at a real estate company, basically, or a guest house company, and he's doing like events holding right now, so he can't really talk. But his goal is basically escaping basically where he lives right now. He lives in Lebanon, and he's working at a big what's it called, rental company or wherever it is, with guest houses, and he has to do a lot of the hard physical labor. And he really wants to just save up enough money to get a one-way ticket over to Thailand, and then he'll just hustle his life away. He's trying to make something work for him. Let's see what the devil wrote here. Not sure what we're able to do. Yeah, no, it's fine, Devil, if it's very late for you, but if you're able to talk, that would be good. Saif, are you here? Or is it too late for you, maybe? Devil. Hey, Saif. Send me a DM if you can't. Hey, it's too late, yeah, I get you. Now I already know what you want to do. Me and Saif is actually getting into a little bit of a bigger idea right now. As you guys probably know, going in with joint venture capital and also raising capital is quite a easy way to do in some countries. For example, you know what, if you guys know what FedEx is, a company, it's basically a transport company, for example, in America, which, if you know the founder, is a very interesting story of how he became successful. He had never run an airplane company. He was 25 years old, had never run a company before, and all he did was had the idea of basically faster transport and faster mail of packaging. And what he was able to do, with never having any business experience, being a young guy who didn't finish university, he was able to raise $9.6 million from unique investors just in America, and then he created one of the biggest empires of airplanes in the world. Just from raising capital, he had never done any business before, so if you're able to get into the client base basically of trying to raise capital, that's a very great way to go. All you have to do is a great idea, and you can become very rich with other people's money. OPM, simply put. And what the devil in me wants to do as well in Pakistan, for example, is to create their own gas station empire. Gas stations have a very high ROI there, and if we create, for example, from investors here in Sweden, I know one of the bank directors in SEB, what's one of the biggest Swedish bank, we could raise capital and create a gas station empire in Pakistan, for example, which could be very profitable in the end term because it's very many big gas station companies, for example, in India and in USA, but not that much in Pakistan. So it's a big opportunity there. And if you guys ever want to get into that business and really want to learn about it, you could absolutely contact us and we can maybe go in with a joint venture together. It's just to send a DM, and it's of course open for our members. Sky, you here right now, or is it too late for you as well? This time zone.
No, I'm here.
Oh, amazing. You want to answer the questions?
Yeah, let's see.
What made you join the Paradise Group?
Well, you made me join the Paradise Group, of course. I don't know, you gave me a good pitch. What profession are you in? What do I do? I'm a student right now. I work at a pizza place and I hustle a lot on the side. And I train every day. I lift weights. What do I like to do? Lifting weights is pretty much the only thing that I 100% have going for me right now. But I'd like to get into real estate, get an FHA loan out. I don't know. I'm pretty privileged coming out of California, so I have a advantage in that sense. But who knows? I don't know what would happen, where life will take me.
Yeah, you're just going down the road of trying to achieve something at least with your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I hope if you just do everything like small changes all the time to try to become better, if you just make yourself 1% better a year, I think it was like 37% better at the end of the year. But small changes very rarely people really take the power of, because if you just become 1% better each day for a year, 30, 365 days, you become 30, what is it, like 36.5% better, or no, 36.5% times, I don't know, man. It's just a very a large amount better at the end of the year. So would never underestimate the power of small changes, I would probably say.
All right. Good to hear.
Wilhelm, are you here, man?
Yes, hello. Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
yeah, you do dropshipping, right?
Yeah,
You want
like, let's answer the questions like in order first. So, what made me join the Paradise Group was Gustav, you, because you typed to me that there was a community where I can find like-minded people. So that sounded very interesting. So that's the reason why I joined. And my profession, like, I'm not a professional at anything really, but I'm really trying to learn how businesses work, day trading, and especially dropshipping, since I think dropshipping is a great way to get started in starting a own business, you know. So yeah, that's like what I do. And what I like to do is to play football, watch football, go work out, and yeah, that's it.
I think dropshipping is a good way to go down. I just don't believe it's a long-term very great thing, but if you're able to succeed in that, that would be a very amazing business model to be able to move, because you're not location bound or anything like that. So I wish you the best of luck on that endeavors.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yashas, are you here? Wait, you sent me a DM. Let me see here. Oh, it's 1 a.m. for you. Oh shit, that's late. And someone is probably sleeping. Is another time we can have a meeting where I can just discuss my ideas and what I do? Yeah, sure, we could absolutely have another meeting if someone wants that and they missed what they wanted to say because of the time. So if you want that, I could probably add a poll where you guys can guess about that and something like that, in that sense. And we could absolutely do another meeting about that, of course. Nova, are you here?
Yeah, bro, what's up?
Do you mind answering some questions?
Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
Okay, so what made me join was I found you. I just out of sudden I found you on like I don't remember. It's like a business group, I guess, on a business server. I found you, then I saw the link on your profile and I clicked it. But I found that I might find like-minded people. So, out of curiosity, I wanted to join and maybe find like anyway like how do I say this, like similar ways to make money. But I didn't find. But I'm pretty sure that soon we're gonna be like, you know, grinding till we figure out a way to make money.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
What do you
and
like to do?
basically I work out a lot. Like basically I'm a gym rat.
Yeah.
I work out like a lot. And I do swimming, and I do some video editing and graphic design.
Oh. Graphic design is something I might need in the future. I have some ideas I need that for. So we can keep
Yeah.
that in mind, absolutely. And
Okay.
here I have Andrew, or no, not Andrew, I mean Andre, I think. Yeah, Andre. He sent his idea here. I can maybe explain it for him because it's too late where he lives right now. His plan is to basically create an online business together with a friend, where they basically side hustle and stack up most of the money they can make. And that later in the 2023, when it's a huge economical crash, they will invest their money into worldwide digital currencies and companies with currencies that works in the different countries. Let's see what this is. And more coming things that people don't know about. Then later in 2024, when the economy will skyrocket, making me multi-millions, and I will reinvest this into the business ideas I have. There will also be a new virus, something like the coronavirus, that no one will know about, and I for once will be the one who profits from it. Okay, I think that's very dystopian thinking, but if there comes something like that where it's a new virus creating vaccines or trying to be one of the first to create supplements for that, that's where the real money is made. It costs you nothing to do that, and you can have patent on it, and you can make so much money from it. So I really wish you the luck on your on your hope for a new COVID vaccine or whatever you want to do, and I think that might be a smart plan. Now let's go over to the last part. I think most of you guys answered the questions, so this is basically the end. I applaud you, and I just want to say some final things. Majid, is it your mic that's bugging? Yeah, okay, nice. So this will be the final thing. I just have to take a little bit of an analogy from one of my friends. I think this is a quite important thing he actually told me. I had a friend once, and he was talking about when he was basically traveling across Europe. And at different points, soldier would wake him up, because this was during some war times. He's much older than me. And they would ask him three simple questions. The question was this during his journey. And I ask you this question. I basically pose this question to you. Where have you been? Why are you here? And where are you going? And that's what I ask you today. Where have you been? Why are you here? And what have you been doing up to this point? When you look at your life, when you look at what you produced, is it giving you what you want? Are you living on purpose? Are you living on your dream? Are you acting on your ideas? Are you doing all you can? Have you gotten comfortable? Are you procrastinating? Are you evading your greatness? Because I know a lot of you can't really achieve your greatness because of your circumstances or basically how your country looks. For example, Ryan, he lives in a very bad economy right now in a small village. So he might not have all the states to be able to provide for his dreams, which is quite horrible. It's a privilege just to live in the Western world, in my opinion, which many people take for granted, but that's unfortunately how it is. But just don't give up on that dreams. And where have you been up to this point? When you look at your life, what you produced, are you going where you want? Are you really achieving what you want? Are you living your life on purpose? Are you living your dream? Are you acting on all of your ideas you have? Are you doing all you can to reach those ideas? Have you gotten comfortable? Are you basically procrastinating on your ideas? Are you evading your own greatness? Are you surrounding yourself with people that can nourish you instead of just pushing you down? A lot of people I know, for example, from my city, they've been hating on people who are trying to do business for all their life. I've never met anyone in my entire city from like 200,000 people who are basically into business, who really try to push each other to really try to achieve something. We're the top 1%, so if people try to think you're strange, that's because you are. People, like, we're not the norms. We're not the normal people. The normal people are the people who work a 9 to 5 until they die. We're not even the top 1%. If you look at the top 1% in the world, they're earning $35,000 a year. That's in the entire world. That's 1%. So just think about, we're trying to reach for the 0.1%. So people won't understand you. People won't support your dream. That's up to you. So ask you these questions again. Where have you been? Why are you here? And what brought you here? Basically invest in the time, possibly the money. What brought you here? And what is the reason and where are you going? What is it you can get out of this session, out of this lecture? But when you leave this, rather than just basically a spectator event where you just listen to me ramble, maybe you've gotten some dreams, maybe you've gotten some ideas of what you can act on. Then you do go off and basically brush it off when you go to sleep, thinking, no, I will just leave this on the pillow and just let my dream die. For example, Andrew here is another member of our services, or basically in our community. If I may share his story, his mother passed away 2 years ago, and his grandma kicked him out of his house. He's just 19 years old. He now lives off construction money, and he can't afford to do anything because the rent and his living expenses are eating up all his money I have saved. Now, oh, what do you say, Devil? If you can't let me end that, yeah, let's sure you can explain everything you want to achieve with your dreams at the end, of course. That's completely fine. And Andrew, he's so exhausted from his construction work, which you can probably understand. He has to work long hours just to support himself to live, because he has to do apprentice money. So Andrew is working his ass off, basically working only to make it its mend. He can't even save anything up, and it's basically trapped in the rat race in that sense. And when you get home from the work, don't really have any energy to do anything. So people's situation in their own lives are very hard, and the system is not designed to just let you become a millionaire that easy. That's why so few people actually become a millionaire in the young ages. But that's what us basically in the Paradise Group want to change. I really believe that the biggest factor of your failure is the people you surround yourself with. Carl, for example, another friend, I like to basically quote you guys because all of you are members of this server, and I think it's more personal than his mother and his family. They're constantly pushing him down. Every time he comes up with a new idea, they say they won't work. They say we're going to bankruptcy. They can't really see it for him. But if they can see it for you, it can still happen for you. So never forget that. And when you actually leave this session, try to really think of what I've said today and try to really achieve what you're actually trying to do. Think this is my stuff, this is what I'm supposed to do, this is why I show up here. This is basically what I'm at this earth for. Because I believe that the dreams you've been given is for you. I can't live your dreams, it's up to you. My dream is to create a Paradise Group, which I'm trying my best to do, and it's hopefully gonna achieve that. It's very appreciative that you're actually here in the meeting, and I think you all can become part of my dream basically, and it's very appreciative for you guys, and I hope I can help you in my biggest sense I can. And my goal is to help as many people as I can. I really believe that, for example, people who are selling courses, they're not really achieving what they want to do. They're basically scamming people from what they do. I've never charged you guys in any extra service. I only do this of basically philanthropy, what I do right now. Now, if you have something special, an idea, you might just look back at it and try to do it. Now, where are you going? What decisions are you making right now to look into your future? Are you experimenting to find out other talents and abilities that you have? See, we're in a time right now. The day is gone where you could just go to college, get out and get a job and work 30 to 40 years with job security and retire with a gold watch. The gold watch days are basically gone. Brand new day, the party is over. Now, to end things off, this is the final thing I will say, and then we'll have to depart from this meeting. I've talked for nearly an hour now, so if you're still here and not asleep, that's very appreciative to you guys. I have to quote this. This is a very fun thing I've heard from one of the most inspirational speakers, in my opinion, Les Brown. And one of the things he told me about, or not personally to me, but for example, I've heard in one of his lectures, is that he was listening to a guy, a soldier, and the captain for that soldier team, basically. And a soldier was captured behind enemy lines, and his captors gave him two options. It was basically to pass through a door called Unknown Horrors, or to go and face the firing squad. He was captured by an enemy lines of dangerous people back in a war. I don't remember exactly when it was. I think it was in the Vietnam War or something like that. It was horrible. And the soldier, he chose the firing squad and was duly executed. But after his execution, the soldiers, what's it called, the commander's secretary asked him a simple question. What was behind that door? What was behind that door that was labeled Unknown Horrors? And he said, freedom. But many people are too scared of facing the fear of the unknown. People are so fearful. They ask themselves, what will the future bring me? To which the people often answer, the future will bring you whatever you show up with. What action are to develop yourself and to work towards your goal, to work towards your dreams. And don't allow your fears to stop yourself and achieve what you want in the future. Take charge of your destiny. The future basically belongs to you. And that's what us in the Paradise Group believe in. This was Gustav, the owner of the Paradise Group, and it's basically been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege for you guys to be here. And I thank you all. I basically covered everything I had to do today. So I applaud you. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I'll see you guys next Saturday from 2 weeks from now. And I hope you gained something for this meeting at least. I will upload everything to YouTube. So if you want to watch it again or if you aren't present to this meeting, you can absolutely watch it there.